matchup for you here between...
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best,
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. This defense for the Packers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he will have a Vikings first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. The Vikings at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw again. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll look to throw again. He's got Smith here. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Vikings! Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that 1st touchdown given up.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Packers nothing.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They go back to the ground with Jones.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second and 9 now. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. They're able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's going in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
The tackle made there by Takk McKinley.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
and got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's caught.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would end up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got a great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
And they'll accept that penalty. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. An inside give to Jones. And this time he is in. Aaron Jones, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 2.
Packers 9, Vikings 7.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Vikings take over first down 10.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Here's second and a yard. They'll drop to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Come on, set. Yellow blue. Jump, 17.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he'll find Jones again, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Rodgers now on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. On the delay, Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 78 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked in each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. The 20. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a two-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Able to shake him off. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
26. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse.
Instead, it's 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking to throw. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Let's go now.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Touchdown! Hunter Renfrow, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are back within a score. Badgley on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Finding space at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And they pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
50, and you block over here.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On the counter, here's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. is Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Well, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Rodgers to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Packers 29, Vikings 14.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Nwogu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Well, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, and once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Packers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while